Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let me, as you get here, make sure you say hello and let me know that you're here. And I'm going to pull this up on my phone. All right. So, I needed to do one more thing. All right. Well, I hope everybody that is here that is dealing with some form of this residue of this hurricane, I hope you're all safe. Um, for me, I've got some flooding in my backyard, and then I just went downstairs to do something and realized I've got some water coming in downstairs as well. So once I get off here, I'm going to be going down there and see what I can figure out with that. I don't even remember if I have a wet vac or anything anymore. So I'll have to look around and see because I haven't had to do anything with it in such a long time, right? All right. So I hope everything is well with you, and make sure that you say hello when you get here so that I know you're here. And like I said, I'm weathering the storm well. We haven't lost power, miraculously so. However, I am starting to find some water coming into the house, and I will be taking care of that once I get off here because my main thing is that I want to be respectful of the commitment that I've made to you guys, and so I am here this morning. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the affirmation to share with you. And I see I got some watchers. Go ahead and say hello. And I don't know where you are in the world. Are you being affected by this hurricane that has come through? All right, so our affirmation for today, and I'll have to say I changed it a little bit because what I was thinking about yesterday, and I thought, oh, that's a good one. But then all the storm stuff and everything, I thought, I don't know that that one works for now. So I created a new one this morning. I am receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts. And, one of the things that we've talked about is that sometimes opportunities and gifts show up as obstacles. And, I know a lot of people are going through some obstacle laden world right now with the storm. And I had someone in one of my groups was talking this morning, she said her basement is so full that things are floating. And I don't have that. I've just got some wet carpet, but it's already creeping a little bit further into the room. So got a great blessing there. I'm going to be fine. So, but the thing is that things that happen, even though they feel like they're a setback or they feel like it's not a good thing, right? I don't want to say a bad thing, but not a good thing. Those are usually going to help us to see something, whether it's now I'm much more appreciative when the carpet is dry, right? When the rain happens and I don't have any problems, I'm more appreciative of that than any other time, right? So you can't appreciate the sunshine unless you have the nighttime. And you turn on your lights and it's such a common occurrence, but you lose power and you don't have any electricity, you don't have internet or anything like that. When it comes back on, man, do you think, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful, right? And so sometimes the only thing we can find good in things is that now we appreciate when the good thing is back, right? And so, whatever you have to do to effectively find the good, find the lesson, the growth, the thing that you can appreciate. Good morning, Kimmy. Good morning. So, whatever you can do to get into that place of gratitude, even in the midst of a challenge, oh, that will send you to such a better place, right? Because when a challenge shows up and we're just so immersed in the challenge and whoa, 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 then what we're really doing is we're bringing more of those challenges to us. It's like if you get up in the morning and you stub your toe and you go crazy about it and you're fussing, and then that's when you're going to drop the coffee on your shirt and have to change clothes. And when you're going to get caught in traffic on the way and you're going to get to work, you're going to be late. The boss is, right? It's just going to this perpetual thing that just keeps morphing into something worse. And so it starts with you stub the toe, you sit down, you massage the toe, and you think, oh, it's going to be a beautiful day, even though I stubbed my toe. And then in that process, you're diverting all of that energy that was going to create all those things, you're dispersing it out, right? Let's see, what does this say? It's quite a day. Last night got home to find my fridge died and all my food spoiled, but found a fridge for 65, getting it tonight. Beautiful, Kimmy, beautiful. And I think there's probably not a homeowner or a person that's lived on their own alive that hasn't had something like that happen at one point. I know my mom at one point, her refrigerator went out, and she also had this big upright freezer. And just so happened it went out too. So she lost both um, machines and all the food in it. It was not a happy day, but she was able to make the best out of it. So good for you for um, going ahead and getting a fridge really quickly. And, maybe you'll be able to get some much better food. That's the only way I can look at it. It will be okay. Yes. And the thing I sometimes when I'm in the middle of some kind of thing, I remind myself everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And so, no matter how I feel in the moment, I remind myself it's going to be okay. However, it turns out, and I'm releasing like the water that I've got coming in downstairs, and it's still raining. So, I don't know what's going to be happening with that. And I will deal with it when I get off here. Um, Hello, Linda. Hello. How are you? So I don't know where you are in the world. So are you dealing with the flooding and the rain, the wind? Luckily, I am in Northeast Georgia because I've got some friends that are in South Georgia, and boy, are they getting hit. So even though I've gotten some residue, and the wind is picking up, but it's going to be where they've got 70-mile-per-hour winds. Where my friend lives, we're going to get about 40-mile-per-hour. They said it was going to be more, but now they've kind of downgraded it a little bit. So, God willing, the only thing I'll be dealing with is the water. So I did move some things around right before I got on here to make sure that some of the things weren't going to be sitting in the water. Now I just got to go down there and see if I can get it up. All right. So Ocala, Florida. So my geography is not that good. So are you in the eye of the storm or close to the storm? I know there's some people in the group that are in Miami, and from what I understand, they're not having anything. And my great niece, she lives in Panama City, and they did have to evacuate. So my prayer is that when she gets back home, her house is still standing and not underwater. All right. So remember our affirmation: I am receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts. And that just kind of looks at the situation that is going on right now. Let's see. What does this say? My youngest daughter is currently in Tennessee. They're dealing with it. I've got friends in South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida. They're all being affected, hoping everyone will be safe. Yes, my great niece went to a different part of Florida, and then now she's in Alabama, trying to get away from the storm. All right. So the reason that I like this, I am receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts, because it assumes that everything's going to be okay. It assumes that your life is abundant no matter what you're dealing with right now. You can be receptive to the abundance that life has to offer to you and the finest gifts, because regardless of what's happening in this very moment, if you're receptive and open, the other things can come, right? Because a lot of times when we get involved in something that's going on and we're in that place of woe's me and I can't believe this is happening, and you're looking at all the stuff, you're actually closing down your openness and your receptivity. So even if this gift were to be right here in front of you, you wouldn't be able to receive it. So I'm just wanting you to be receptive today, no matter what's happening in your life, being receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts. And remember, anything that comes after the words I am are ultra powerful. So you get to choose what you want your I am statements to be. So today, if you're in an area where the things are happening that you're not really happy about with your house or the weather or whatever, you can say, I feel a certain way, but don't claim it as I am, right? So you feel frustrated, you feel out of sorts, you feel you, so you're just changing. Instead of saying I am, you say I feel, because feelings are feelings. You're not claiming them as you, right? So I hope that makes sense. And so today, as you're going through your day, just pay attention to when you say I am and what comes after it, right? All right, so now I'm going to go to the journal prompt. All right, our journal prompt is: list 3 potential opportunities or experiences you're excited about in your life right now. And maybe you don't have any opportunities or experiences that you're excited about, but what if you did? So I invite you to maybe sit in silence for just a touch today and think about this. And if you don't have any potential opportunities or experiences that you're excited about, I want you to list maybe some that you would like to have. So we're just playing this game of getting in touch with what we want, what's here, what we can dream of, right? And so list 3 opportunities that you are looking for, that you want in your life. What are those? If you don't have some that are already there that you can talk about, right? And how can you open yourself up more fully to these possibilities? So even if you're imagining opportunities that you're looking for, how can you open yourself up to make them a reality? So this is going to be a really good thing to spend time with today. No matter where you are in the world or what's going on with you or around you, this is a great opportunity to get in touch with your receptivity and actually become the magnet. We've had several different mornings that we've talked about how to become the magnet so that you're attracting the things into your life that you choose, that you want, that you long for, you desire for. What are your intentions, right? All of those things, you can become the magnet where those things come to you. And here is another way that we're going to be able to do that, to create this opportunities, these experiences just showing up, and you being able to say, oh yeah, this was once one of the things that I dreamed up, and here it is. And that's why I really express a lot to have you to have a notebook that you use for these affirmation and journal prompts, or you have a journal that's specifically for this. And the reason is because then you can come back and you can visit it anytime and just see, what were my thoughts? How have I changed? And what opportunities was I longing for? Was I looking for? Was I open to? And now they are part of my life. Those opportunities came to fruition, and I'm so excited, because a lot of times when we get to the place where those opportunities are there, we're taking advantage of them. We don't remember that a month ago or 3 months ago that we dreamed that up. We just think, wow, here this came, right? So I really love it when we can look back and we can see how we've drawn things to us, and we can celebrate those things, right? So spend some time today with this affirmation and this journal prompt. Put the date and just let it flow through you, your thoughts, your feelings. And you're going to be so amazed with how many opportunities show up. And even though, like, you may, let's say you list 3 opportunities that you're wanting in your life, right? By one of them coming true, it usually what happens is it creates other opportunities that you didn't even think of. And it's like, I don't like to tell people what I want for holidays, what I want for my birthday, or what I want for Christmas or anything, because when I tell them what I want, they get what I want. But man, oh man, sometimes they are so creative, because they know me, that they think of something to get for me that I didn't even realize how much I would want. And because it just wasn't in my focus, right? And so I think God, the universe, does that for us so many times, in that we have these aspirations and these ideas of experiences that we want to have. But when we experience that, these other experiences show up, and it's like, wow, I didn't even know enough to dream that one, right? So be open. Whatever you have to do today to be open, get there, right? All right, so one more time, I'm going to go to the affirmation. I am receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts. And you put that on your index card, your screensaver on your phone, your sticky notes, put it on your mirror with a chalk marker, like I do sometimes. Anywhere that you can, to be mindful of this today, to remind yourself, I am receptive to life's abundance and open to its finest gifts. I'm open, right? And then your journal prompt. List 3 potential opportunities or experiences you're excited about in your life right now. And if you can't think of 3 opportunities and experiences, what are 3 opportunities and experiences you dream of having in your life right now? And just list them out. And you might find that as you start listing, that you've got more than 3. Just list as many as come up for you. And the thing that's important to remember is, when we're doing this, especially if you take some time in silence to get in touch with this journal prompt in your mind, then when you come and open your eyes and you start to write, your subconscious mind is there giving you thoughts and ideas and reflection. So don't judge whatever shows up. And some of it may sound totally ridiculous, so far-fetched that it's like, there's no way that's an opportunity for me. Put it down anyway, because your subconscious giving you that information for a reason. So don't judge it. Just brain dump, write it out, right? And then as you look at it, how can you open yourself up more fully to these possibilities, even if they seem so far out of reach? The first step is to get in tune with and be open to the possibilities. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let you have the rest of your day while I go downstairs and see what I need to do about the room that's getting wet carpet. All right. So you have a day filled with opportunities. And I will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. Mwah.